What's up everybody, I hope you're having a great day, and today's video is going to be a little more different than usual. Today I'm going to be explaining the best setup for the Pro Controller instead of more fun, entertaining content. It'll be informative, and we'll see how it goes. So I've been using this controller setup for about 6 months. I've messed around with this controller settings for about 3 years now, and I honestly feel like this is the best setup possible for at least like pretty high level players. And if you're a beginner, don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you. Hold on. Because I think this setup could genuinely help you. Or if you at least hear the benefits, could at least make you a lot better. Just a lot better in general. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. So this is how it's going to work really quick. Let me just go over this really quick and then I'll show you the setup. I'm going to show you guys the setup. I'm going to talk about the benefits. And meanwhile, you can just screenshot it. Put it on your Nintendo Switch. And then I'll explain why I have every button in each position. And which buttons do not really matter, because that is a big deal with the setup. The buttons that are kind of extra, you know, there's a lot of buttons on this controller, what can I say? So a bit of them, they're up to your edits, whatever preference you want. So yeah, right away, the main three big things about this controller setup are it has tilt stick, which is huge. You're gonna always be able to short hop with the setup. You're gonna have 100% ratio to short hop with the setup, and it doesn't have stick jump. And personally, I think those are the three biggest things that you need in a controller setup. So it's probably been about 5 seconds, right? So I'm gonna start explaining. So the buttons with X's, with red X's, I'm gonna edit them. You'll see them. I don't know where they're at, but you'll see them. They should be on special and shield actually. And those are buttons that you don't really need. I don't click them at all when I play, honestly. And they're just kind of extra. I mean, if you play like Steve, you could make them whatever you want. You know, make them like the blocks building button or something. Doesn't really matter. You'll eventually change it as you get better, and as you get more used to the controller setup, you'll like change it to your preference, you know. But yeah, immediately you're gonna notice that I have 2 jump buttons. This is the main thing about the setup. 2 jump buttons is a game changer, because normally when you short hop in this game, you short hop by clicking the jump button really lightly. So I'm clicking X really lightly. That's a full hop. Short hop. You see that? I have to click it really lightly, and it's very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. Like you can't even do short hops. I can't even do short hops. But there's a thing in this game when you jump with 2 jump buttons. Look at that. Short hop every single time. So in my setup, I have it as I click both of the buttons at the same time, and it just short hops. And they're really close to each other, so it's really nice. It's really nice. Look at that. Short hop, back air. It changes your whole gameplay, especially if you play someone who needs short hops a lot, like Mario when he does like up airs, or like Wolf when he does forward airs. It's a huge game changer. So yeah, let's immediately go to something else. So I have tilt sticks. Personally, I think every player should use tilt stick. Honestly, most good players do. It's very rare when I meet players with smash stick on, and it's just really nice, especially if you like Sephiroth or Wolf. It's just super nice all the time, and then you can even do dash attacks with it, as long as you don't click it too hard. If you click it too hard, too fast, sometimes the input doesn't go in for some reason. I don't know if it's a thing about the game, and I'm pretty sure it's on my controller. So yeah. And also attack and special are very basic. I keep them normal. And my grab and shield is also pretty basic. I like to keep these the same because it's just honestly nice the way the game already has it set as. And now you're gonna notice on the other settings, I have rumble off, and that's because it doesn't really matter. Rumble is a huge preference. It's like, I know some people with rumble, really good players. I know some people without rumble, like myself, really good players. Not to sound egotistical, but yeah. And smash attack, I personally have it off. There's a way how to do a pretty cool taunt where you keep on running on the ledge with it on. But if you're not doing that, you just keep it off like me. And stick jump is off if you have this on. Probably a beginner or a noob again. And stick sensitivity, this, usually you want to keep it on normal, but I have it on high because I kind of use stick. I noticed that when I use the tilt stick, when I have it on high, it doesn't do that thing that I was talking about earlier where you need to click it a little softer, because if you click it too hard, it doesn't input. When I have it on high, it always doesn't input no matter how hard I'm clicking it, so I keep it on high. If you feel like low or medium or normal, then it's whatever. That's okay. But that's it, everybody. That's all the settings that you need to really have on a controller, and you'll see. Give it a week or give it 2 weeks and just keep practicing, and you'll get a lot more used to the controller settings, and you'll just become a better player. I guarantee that. guarantee that, unless your setup's already like crazy good. In that case, well, I try to help you, man. I try to help you. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing. And if you didn't, well, I tried my best, man. I tried my best. I hope you had a great rest of your day. And that'll be everybody. Bye.